you want to start off by pulling on your radio trim. It should come right off. Set it aside. Now there's 4 bolts to remove your radio. You don't have to take it all the way out. You just want to loosen it. For time's sake of the video, I've already loosened the 4 bolts. You can do this without taking the radio loose, but there's one tab right here that'll hang you up, especially on reinstall. So from here, you want to grab this part of the lower dash panel on the driver's side. You can get a couple fingers in behind and just pull, and it'll pop right out. So from here, your control center is just tug it both sides and it'll come right out also. You have all your wires, just squeeze the tabs and unplug, and you have removed your control panel. Don't mind the switches already installed. These were some prototypes. So now we'll take it inside to show you the actual removal. Okay, now that you have your control panel inside, we'll start with the start-stop button. You can actually do this without removing the button with a small flat-headed screwdriver, and you can get up around the edges and pop it out and replace it, but I find it much easier to just go ahead, and there's 2 tabs on the rear. Pop both tabs, it'll slide right out. Take your small flathead and you can get right under the edges of it, like so. Now the new ring will only go in one way, so kind of watch how the old one goes, and the new one will just go right in place and snap in. So take your start-stop button, place it back into the hole, push it, and that one's done. So the 4-wheel drive button is not quite as easy, but still very simple. Again, there's 2 tabs on the rear. So we will take our flathead, push in one, rock the switch out, go to the opposite side, push in the tab, and it will rock out as well. So now that we have the knob already out, we can take a small Phillips screwdriver, and there's 2 screws on the back. Remove both screws. And this end cap will just slide right off and expose a small circuit board. So you can grab the circuit board and it will pull directly off. There's one more black piece here. If you turn it upside down, it will fall out. And then in the very center, you have one more small Phillips screw. So you want to loosen that screw, and the center of your knob will actually fall out when that screw's loose, like so. So set it aside. Now this rear housing section will lift off, and you'll expose the clips to the outer ring. So there is 2 clips, one on this side and one on this side. So you want to very carefully pry those clips outward, and the outer ring of your button will just slide off. Note where the separation is between the part you're removing and the button itself. So just get in here with your flathead, pry back, and let one side rock out, and you'll see the gap over on this side. spin it around, pry the tab on the other side slightly, let it work out, and there you've removed the old piece. You get your new piece in, it will simply slide into place. Again, it will only go one way, and it will snap securely into place, like so. So from here, you will get your rear section. You'll put your rear section back on. You'll get your button center, slide it up into place. Make sure it's exactly how you took it out. Now you can tighten your Phillips head screw in the middle, like so. Make sure everything's tight. Small black piece. There's only one way it can go also, because it's got this small indexing tab where it will sit in place. Your circuit board, and reinstall your rear cap. This is a good time to go ahead and test for function. So from here, you will just snap it right back into your control panel, like so. Now it's time to take it back out to the truck and reinstall your control panel. So from here, we'll do reverse order. Plug back in your control plugs. Your control panel will snap back in place. Again, this is where I said it comes in handy having the radio loose, so that tab will clear just fine. The control panel will snap back in place. Snap your lower dash panel back in. Line your radio back up on the tabs. Install your 4 bolts. No need to over tighten these bolts. They're not going anywhere. Just a small snug will be fine. Take your radio trim, line it back up, and again, it will snap right in place.